Lymphatic drainage is having a moment right now. Gua sha, vibration boards, expensive massages, rebounders, and honestly, yeah, some of it does work. But I want to show you exactly what your lymphatic system is, what it does, why it gets congested in the first place, and why a 30-minute walk may be doing more than all of these tools combined. So, little disclaimer here, yes, I am a physician assistant, but this video is for educational purposes only, and you should not take this as medical advice. Please consult with your healthcare professional before making any changes to your health, supplements, or medications. So, most people have heard of the circulatory system. Your heart pumps blood through your body, it delivers oxygen and nutrients, and then it brings waste back up to be filtered. Your lymphatic system is essentially the other half of that equation, and it doesn't get nearly enough credit. Think of it like your body's drainage and detox system. It runs parallel to your blood vessels, and it is responsible for collecting waste, excess fluid, toxins, pathogens, and other inflammatory molecules, and moving them out of your tissue so your body can actually eliminate it. Here's the critical difference between your blood and your lymph. Your blood has your heart to pump it. Your lymphatic system has no pump. It moves entirely through muscular contractions, breathing, and movement, which means if you are sedentary, stressed, dehydrated, or you're chronically inflamed, your lymph is going to slow down and get sluggish. When it slows down, the waste stays in your tissues. That is when you start feeling inflamed. This is where it gets relevant for a lot of you watching this because some sluggish lymphatic drainage isn't always super dramatic, but it can look like this for you. So you can have puffiness in your face, especially in the morning, swollen fingers or ankles, bloating that feels more like fluid than gas, skin issues, acne, dullness, congestion, cellulite, brain fog, feeling inflamed and heavy even when you're eating well, recurrent infections, or feeling like you're always constantly sick. These are all signs that your drainage pathways are backed up. And when lymph is stagnant and not moving how it should, inflammation is going to build because your body cannot clear those toxic products without your lymphatic system. So I want to connect this to something bigger because this is where it becomes really important for a lot of women that are watching this. Your gut and your lymphatic system are deeply connected. So your gut lining, that is one of the most important parts of your lymphatic system. It removes waste in the body. It is constantly dealing with what you eat, what you absorb, and what needs to get cleared out. Your lymphatic system is a huge part of how the waste leaves. So when your gut is inflamed and when your lymph is backed up, good luck at getting rid of any inflammation in your body. And to make things worse, your body loses its ability to properly clear out hormones once it's done using them, specifically estrogen. Your body is supposed to use estrogen, break it down, and eliminate it. But if your drainage pathways are congested, that estrogen doesn't leave. It'll recirculate, it'll build back up. And that is one of the reasons how estrogen dominance happens. It's not because your body is making too much, it's because you can't clear out what you already had. I just did a full episode on estrogen dominance. So if you think this is something going on for you, go back and listen to that one. So if you're working on your hormones and nobody has talked to you about your gut or your lymphatic system, that is a missing piece you need to pay attention to. Okay, let's talk about all these trendy tools that are going around right now. So vibration boards, cold plunges, rebounders, because you've probably been wondering, do these things actually work? Some of them genuinely very useful, but I want to give you my honest opinion about it. So gua sha and lymphatic massage. Yes, these work. It's manual lymphatic drainage. So it's either done by a trained therapist or with a gua sha tool done correctly. So it physically moves lymph through the vessel. So you can notice reduced facial puffiness. It can help support detox and it feels incredible. But the key here is it needs to be done correctly. So just randomly scraping your face with a gua sha tool, that's not it. You need to be moving it with the proper technique and direction. You can learn the method or work with someone who knows it. There's plenty of YouTube videos about it. I use gua sha daily. I love the effect it has on my morning facial puffiness. Next one is mini trampolines or rebounders. These are really coming back recently. This one is actually legitimately backed. The up and down motion created by rebounding stimulates lymphatic flow significantly, more than most steady state movement. And because of the gravitational changes your body experiences with each bounce, even just 5 minutes of it can help. This is a wellness trend, honestly, I can get behind. Next one is vibration boards. Probably seen this all over Instagram, TikTok. It's a similar principle to rebounding. The whole body vibration creates muscular contractions that stimulate lymph movement. The research is not super robust here, but the mechanism is similar to rebounding, so I would imagine it would play out similarly. If you enjoy this and if you have access to one, it's a useful tool. But to be honest, it's not magic, and if you don't feel like spending the money on it, you definitely don't need to. There are free things that we can do to move lymphatic drainage, so keep on listening for those. Heat and cold exposure, sauna and cold plunge. The contrast between heat and cold causes vessels to dilate and constrict, which creates a pumping effect that support lymphatic and circulatory flow. So sauna in particular supports drainage through sweating as an elimination pathway. If you've heard me talk about detox before, you've heard me talk about the importance of sweating. These are genuinely effective tools for overall detox, lymphatic health when it's used consistently. Now, honestly, I would not recommend using sauna or cold plunge right around your workout window because they can actually limit muscular hypertrophy, which is what's needed to grow the muscle. Dry brushing. This is simple, inexpensive, and it takes about 3 minutes to do before your shower. You're basically going to use a firm bristle brush and sweep your skin in long strokes moving towards your heart. So you start at your feet, move up your legs and your hands up to your shoulder. What you're doing is stimulating the lymphatic vessels just beneath the skin and encouraging fluid to move toward your lymph nodes where it can then be filtered and cleared. It also supports your skin as an elimination organ. It's not expensive and people have noticed really awesome effects with it, so I would say it's worthwhile. Now, here's what I want you to understand though. All of these tools, the rebounder, the gua sha, vibration board, dry brushing, they're all additional tools. You don't necessarily need to do these in order for your lymphatic drainage system to work. I mean, our ancestors did not have these tools and their body was still able to function. So the most effective, most research supported, most accessible thing you can do for your lymphatic system is to take a walk. That is it. A 30-minute walk activates more muscle groups than most of these tools combined, honestly. Your calf muscles alone are known as the secondary lymphatic pump. So diaphragmatic breathing during that walk is actually going to further stimulate your lymphatic drainage through what's called your thoracic duct. It is free, you can do it daily, and it works. Okay, so to be honest, the wellness industry is very good at making basic things feel like they're insufficient. Walking feels, too simple, so people reach for the $200 vibration board instead. I am not saying don't use it. I'm saying that you don't, technically need to spend your money on that, especially if you're not already doing the basics of walking, eating healthy, and drinking plenty of fluids. Okay, so practically, what are we going to do to support our lymphatic system? You need to move your body every single day. This is a non-negotiable. So walking, strength training, yoga, all of it is going to drive lymphatic flow through the muscular contraction. No tool, honestly, is going to replace this. You can't replace activity with a vibration board. Hydrate, that is number 2. Lymph is largely fluid. When you are dehydrated, your lymph is going to thicken and get more sluggish. We do not want that. Most women are chronically underhydrated and they don't connect it to how inflamed and puffy they feel. So you want to breathe deeply and intentionally. Deep diaphragmatic breathing is one of the most underrated lymphatic pumps that you have. This is one reason that yoga, breath work is really actually helpful for detox. Next is addressing the gut. If your gut is inflamed, your lymphatic drainage is absolutely compromised. Gut health and lymphatic health are not separate conversations. Next, you need to reduce your toxic load. Okay, so the more your body has to process, the more it needs to get rid of through these detox pathways. So decreasing the toxic load on your body is actually supportive for your lymphatic drainage. And yes, you can add in these other tools, gua sha, rebounder, sauna, if you enjoy them and you have financial access to them. They are great tools to layer on top of all the other vital stuff you are doing throughout the day. So if you are dealing with chronic puffiness, inflammation, bloating, hormone imbalance, and you feel like you've tried everything, this is often the layer that gets missed. The drainage system, the detox system. The foundations here really aren't flashy. It's what we talked about: walking, proper diet, and hydration. But it's what actually moves the needle. If you want to look at this more specifically, so your gut, your hormones, your detox pathways, through functional lab testing and a real protocol built around your body, that's exactly what we do inside of our functional coaching programs. The link to book a consult with my team will be down below in the description. I love to help you get to the root of what's actually going on. And if you love this episode, please save it, share it with a friend. We'd love to hear your feedback. Thanks so much, guys. I'll see you on the next one.